It's the New York Yankees going up against the New York Mets. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. It's game 7, everything on the line. And Chris, as a player, this is the spot you dream of.
I guarantee you, as kids, they've made up this scenario. Game 7 of the World Series, bases loaded, and all that pressure there. Well, here's the reality tonight. The key, act like you're in the backyard all over again. See if you can come through with something big.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, David Peterson.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
That misses the zone. 2-2. Stays alive. Here's the 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. I'll tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Here comes Aaron Judge. 1 down, base is empty. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Late swing, foul to the left. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a line drive into right field. Soto hauls it in to end the inning. It's the Yankees 0, Mets coming back. This is the World Series on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy, getting the nod on the mound, Max Fried. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Francisco Lindor. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. And he'll be safe at first. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Fried out of the stretch fires. And that's fouled off. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Fouled off to the right. Lindor, the runner at first with one gone in the inning.
Ball.
Snap throw to first. Lindor back in there. And it remains 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
In the dirt. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Lindor into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Cedric Mullins getting ready to hit. 2 outs. And a strike.
1-2.
Now. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
It's the last game of the season, Game 7 of the World Series. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Singing in Game 7, you're talking about the heart of the order, the big-time players. This is one of the guys that they need to come through with a big performance.
Yeah, and when you come into this situation, there's some pressure there. His teammates are looking to him to lead this one, and I think he's going to do it.
To the left side, but it is well foul. A chilly atmosphere here. Really what comes to mind when you think of postseason baseball. Fans doing whatever they can to stay warm and energized. Tosses to first, and they take care of Stanton for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
You talked about the fans trying to stay warm, Boog, but it's a challenge for the players too. Games like this really can be hard on you.
Out to short. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Two down, bases empty. Digging in, Austin Wells. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
This to third, Baden. Slings it across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Yanks held in check. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Queens, bottom of the second. Stepping in, Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Looks it away for the out. And there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So up next, Francisco Alvarez. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slogs, some home runs can come into play. Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down. Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
And now, Brett Baty. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Line drive. Base hit.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with two strikes. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Runner at first with two away. And next for the Mets, Jose Siri. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that...
threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We head on now to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. Back here at Citi Field, all set for the start of the inning. And now, Paul Goldschmidt.
No.
And there's ball four. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Goldie leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. The Yanks lead 1, and we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That's too low, and it's 2-2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
2 strikes.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now it's Juan Soto. Not even close there. 2-1. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. Next offering way off the plate. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Pete Alonso. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in Game 7 of the World Series. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Line drive, base hit. Lindor zipping around third. The throw's offline, he's safe. And it's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good at these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Cedric Mullins up now for the Mets. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion. and he's in full speed.
And that is downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Swing and a pop-up. Volpe. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. As we go to the top of the 4th. And now the right fielder, Aaron Judge. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
Full count.
Good job to fight that one off.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Hauls it in for the out.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. He swings and crushes one. Deep on its way. Way back there. Gone. It's a belly bomb. That'll fire up the dugout. That's his 5th homer of the series. And this game is tied. It's 1-1.
Really impressive hitting the ball that far going into the wind. Nothing was going to stop it from getting over the wall. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one upstairs. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And a foul ball. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. Missed with a changeup. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And they'll do it again. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Now Austin Wells. Next pitch is downstairs. Chisholm off of first with 2 away. Step off throw to first. He's safe. Chisholm back in on a dive. Right back to him on the mound. On to first. 3rd out. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even now at 1-1. You're watching the World Series on the show. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Francisco Alvarez. Breaking ball inside. And a count 2-1.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And Fried gets his second strikeout of the game.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And here is Brett Beatty.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Next pitch is outside. And he walked
That's
him.
the ball. Take your base.
Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners, but his command in this one just seems off out there. A lot more walks than he's used to giving up.
And now it's Jose Siri. And that is out of play. On the inside corner for called strike 3. And now it's Frankie Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Maximus notches the K. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We've played 4. All tied 1-1.
About to get on your bumper. Shorty that's with me gon' shoot like a jumper. Rounds get the rain and go boom like it's thunder. One got your name on it, calling your number. So stay in the house for like.
It's the last game of the season, Game 7 of the World Series. And here's the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does. That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And now Anthony Volpe. That one almost got him.
No.
All tied up. You're in Game 7 of the World Series. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find the zone.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And that
No, that's the ball.
misses. And it's 2-1. Action in the Mets bullpen. Brooks Raley, the left-hander, up and throwing. Garrett, the right-hander, loosening up as well. Man at first, one away. Step off, throw to first.
He made it
Volpe
safe.
dives back in safely. Rudder takes off. Pitch
No,
misses.
that's the ball. No.
Throw,
Hey.
save. That's a stolen base. One out, and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth. On the ground,
Foul
right
ball.
side, and foul ball. Checks his swing, now an appeal to third. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Smash to the left side. Toss to Alonso. That takes care of Grisham. And that is the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the fifth coming up. All tied 1-1. Back here in Queens, and stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna. That one's in there, and now 2-2.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
2-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one the other way. Chisholm. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Here's Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too.
Ball.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Full count.
One out, base is empty. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that's a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
He was all over that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Max Fried will give way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Ian Hamilton gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Man at first with one gone, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. That missed by a lot. Ball two. That's hard hit on the line. Down the line, and it's foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Nice. Doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone. So as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
And now the Mets DH, Cedric Mullins. Next offering is fouled back. Soto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Goes down looking. Tidy work out of the Yankee bullpen there. 5 innings complete. All tied 1-1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Reed Garrett. Yeah, the hard-throwing righty trying to secure these outs against a potent Yankee lineup, and it starts with Aaron Judge.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line. Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
2-1 now. Late with the swing there.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Up the middle, Acuna. 1 up, 1 down.
He's out.
Bellinger up to hit. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And it's even up.
2-2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That hits the dirt, and it's a full count.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He beats the throw, and they don't get the out.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. And a count 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 2 outs. Runner on the go. Squirts away a little bit. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. Bellinger on his way home. Here comes the throw. He's safe. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
First and second, 2 outs. Paul Goldschmidt will hit next. On the ground right side. And foul ball. Chisholm at second. Wells on at first with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. That one missed. Movement in the Yankees pen. Luke Weaver getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Williams getting loose as well. That catches the top part of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there's a base hit to right field. And the postseason success continues for him.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
Now here is Francisco Alvarez. A little bit low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. That one misses. And now 3-1. Brett Beatty in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Hopped up on the left side of the infield. Volpe. Drops into the glove. And there's 1 down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Now the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Check on the runner.
He's safe.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw there. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Man at second.
2-2.
In the dirt. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
On a line. Squeezes it. Here comes the runner from third. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
Brooks Raley comes on now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. The 1-1. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So digging in, Ryan McMahon. Check swing, called strike.
Full count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Now here's Trent Grisham. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one missing inside. On the ground. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. The throw is late, and he reaches safely. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Brooks Raley gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Oscar Brazoban.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Here is Aaron Judge. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And that is a good eye on a pitch down low, and the count is even 2-2. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the late stages of Game 7. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Roll to short, could be two. Acuna has it for one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Luke Weaver.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now, Jose Siri. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off. And he grounds one to the right side. Chisholm throws to first in time. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Lindor swings through that one.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
One down, base is empty. And it remains 2-2. Just misses with that one.
That's a really good take.
Luis Angel Acuna in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in Game 7 of the World Series. Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stuff. Just one out away from getting out of a huge jam.
Now the number 2 hitter, Luis Angel Acuna. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. Over to Goldie. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Mets go down quickly. They're down 2-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tyler Rogers.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game, and up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Fastball right back to the mound. Fires over to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Here's Stanton now. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And now it's filled up. Movement in the bullpen. Gregory Soto getting loose out there. Helsley, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. 2 outs, base is empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Just off the outside part of the plate. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that's off the inside edge. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two outs. Ripped to short. To first, and the Yanks go quietly. 1-2-3 go the Yankees, but they still lead it 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Juan Soto now. And fouled off. And here's a 3-2. And the tying run is on base.
Well, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Luke Weaver is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Righty reliever out of the pen, Devin Williams.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Substitution being made at first. Pitch running here, Tyrone Taylor. And the batter now, Pete Alonso.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Move to first. Taylor back on a dive. That one not close. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself in the scoring position.
A swing and a miss. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Cedric Mullins now at the plate.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swings through that.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Runner takes off, stays alive. Pickoff throw, and he's back in safely.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Ball 3.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate. Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Chris, RBI spot in Game 7. This is the type of stuff you dream about.
Yeah, and if he can come through right here, they will never forget his name. Big opportunity. Let's see what he can do.
Slap the other way, foul.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
The 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and get out of this little jam.
2 on, 1 out. That one misses. And now 3-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Devin Williams won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So they turn to their closer, David Bednar. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. So the tying run at second. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. And they get out of the jam. Well done to finish off the strikeout and end the inning. So they strand a pair. 8 innings complete. We're on to the 9th in Game 7. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mets 1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Ryan Helsley. Austin Wells digs in now. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Activity in the bullpen. Sean Manaea up and throwing. That one 95 to finish him off.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. And he hits a ground ball right side. He'll do it himself. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 9th. Running out of chances to pad the lead.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Two down, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
The shortstop takes the ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Two down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Hard hit, right side. Throws to first, and that is that. So they go quietly there. 8-9-1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Yankees 2 and the Mets 1. Bottom 9, here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. One-run game, bottom 9.
Ball.
Just missed. Jose Siri in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Ronnie Mauricio. A critical at bat in this game for him. This ball's chopped on the ground. Over to Goldie. One out, bottom of the 9th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. So the tying run at second. Trying to check his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Ground ball right side. Jazz tosses to first. Now only one out remaining.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Here's the second baseman, Luis Angel Acuna.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Late swing fouled off. With the tying run at third here in the late stages of game 7. And just misses with that one.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
The Mets down to their final strike.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And they're back on top of the baseball world. The Yankees are once again World Series champs.
Congratulations to the champs. Game 7 of the World Series. Every player on both sides comes to the ballpark knowing that this is it. This team got it done. They've been a special club all year long, and it's fitting they win it all in a special series.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down on the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. Singleton and our outstanding crew. I'm John Shambi. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.